He says, this is what you are to do. First, remember that you are never guilty for any experience you choose to enjoy. So if we choose to believe the ego, if we choose to believe that I am very guilty, or choose to believe that I am very unworthy, or choose to believe that I am helper, or choose to believe that I am better than you, we are not guilty for that. We are never guilty for any experience we choose to enjoy. If the experience of separateness is invited, then the experience of separateness may be enjoyed. Remember also that all experience is meaningless. One need not have the experience of oneness to be one. One is one, as that is the only truth. So experience is nothing more and nothing less than experience, with no effect on reality. So again, if we are not choosing the experience of truth, because we are choosing the experience of separateness, that's okay. That's okay. And I know that many of us have at one time, if not still today, have judged ourselves for choosing a false experience. We think, I am bad. I am bad because I choose to believe that I'm guilty, or I am bad because I choose to believe that I'm unworthy, or I am bad because, I choose to believe that I need to take care of myself, that no one else will. And he says you're not guilty. He says if you choose that experience, that will be your experience. Whether it seems to be the experience of enjoyment or not, it's something you are enjoying. It's something you chose. And you're not guilty for that. You are free. However, the fact that you are choosing that experience does not make it true. The truth is always true. If we go on to the next paragraph, Holy Spirit says, if you are currently choosing the experience of separateness, you cannot fight yourself on that level. You cannot fight yourself on that, period. If you are currently choosing the experience of separateness, you cannot fight yourself on that, because the level at which the experience was chosen is a level beyond the one who seems to be experiencing it. The power of decision is beyond experience, although experience influences decision. So what he's really saying here is not to judge ourselves for what our experience is now. Right now, my guess is we all have the experience of being a separate individual. We may have varying degrees of belief in things like guilt and fear and unworthiness. We would maybe call that varying degrees of awakening. But I'm guessing we all still have the experience of being a separate individual. And if we start listening to ego regarding that experience, we may be tempted to judge ourselves. Sometimes we hear ourselves or others say, why aren't I further along than this? I should know better than this. I should be awake by now. Why do I keep choosing not to be awake? Why do I keep choosing to think? And what he's really saying is the I, the I that is doing that judging, is not the I that chooses to awake. That judger is the false self. So the best thing that we can do is simply not listen to that judger. Not see any of that as having any meaning whatsoever. It is just meaningless chatter. The best that we can do is accept our current experience as it is. And be patient with ourselves. Give willingness for awaking. Rest, accept, and trust. Remember to take stillness breaks during the day. But to judge ourselves for our current experience is to listen to ego and believe that's what we are. So if you are currently choosing the experience of separateness, you cannot fight yourself on that, because the level at which the experience was chosen is a level beyond the one who seems to be experiencing it. The power of decision is beyond experience, although experience influences decision. This does not mean, however, that the one who seems to be a point of experience is powerless or victim to the experience that is chosen. For the Holy Spirit has been given at the level of experience as well as at the level of decision. This means that the one within the dream can choose the Holy Spirit, and this one has the power and authority to make this choice consistently. When this choice is made, there may still be an experience of thought and separateness, but it will be an experience with the interpretation of oneness. The purpose of all things will be different, and the thought within the mind will reflect the purpose.